All right. I call this imperfect shade of black. Whatever else I do in life, I'm always learning to be more comfortable in my own skin. Unapologetically comfortable in my own skin. Such on the day when I am too black for some people, and on the next day, not black enough. I'm okay on both days. In an ironic twist, all black women are the perfect degree of blackness to be put in the angry black woman box. All you have to do is react indignantly to being disrespected and boom, you're in. And trust me, if you're a black woman, disrespect is right around the corner. If it's not touching your hair without your permission because they find it beautiful, then it's saying you're not beautiful based on Eurocentric standards, to not being heard when in professional or academic settings, to being praised for your articulation when they actually do hear you, although you're educated. To being regarded as a hard-working mule because you're black and female, to being paid less for doing the same job and having the same credentials because you're black and female, to working twice as hard to get half as far, to being dismissed as an opinionated know-it-all. No matter what we do, there's always an insulting filter to view us through. Oh, and have you heard? The brown paper bag test is back. Yeah. And this time, you're unacceptable if you're lighter than a brown paper bag. Now, they may not literally reference a brown paper bag, but they'll still sneak it in when talking about whether politicians like Kamala Harris or Cory Booker are black enough. And before you say, but they're not talking about skin color, they're talking about how much privilege those politicians grew up with. Just let me say this. When Obama first ran for president, the opposition consistently showed pictures of him with his skin darker than it was in reality. That wasn't just to show his privilege, okay? Now, black people may say the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice, but unfortunately, that's not a national sentiment felt across all demographics. But let's return to privilege and the ancient battle between the haves and the have-nots. Even when you're the most peace-loving individual, you're still a participant in the battle, whether you want to be or not. If you're a successful black person, there are some demographics that absolutely hate you. And you don't have to be Oprah or Obama rich to trigger the uppity Negro reaction, or you're one of the white black people reaction. Just be perceived as having more success than the demographic that hates you believes you should have. What do you know about the struggles of real black people? You were raised middle class in the suburbs, and your nerdy bougie ass has a master's degree. You don't even know the latest black dances, black slang, and you're bad at sports. I'm talking about myself here. The bougie, nerdy black person. That's what I'm going for today's costume. Nobody guessed it, but okay. From the very first time, I was given the insulting compliment of not talking like a black person as a freshman in college, I've been aware of the battle. I didn't know what it was at the time. Like any complex situation, the boundaries are fluid, like an amoeba. You never know an amoeba's exact shape because it's always moving, or if you know its exact shape because you took a picture of it, then you don't know where it is at the moment. Yes. The Heisenberg uncertainty principle can be used in more situations than electrons. So, when I remember the shape of a situation, it's frozen there in the past, like a picture in a memory book. And when I speak of it, it's from that snapshot. But in reality, that situation has moved along and undergone many shapeshifts. And when I recollect to speak my truth, for which things should I apologize? Where do I draw the line? The line is as fluid as an amoeba's ectoplasm. In these transformative times where everyone is checking everyone else's privilege, I can't even look to political leaders as a guide, except for maybe Joe Biden. I had this written before that happened. Joe Biden. Okay. So my gut check tells me this: I won't apologize for authenticity. If shown a better way to say or do something, then I'll adjust. But an apology isn't the end of the conversation if it isn't the end of the conflict. I'm at the point of my life that I value conflict resolution more than any crowd-pleasing Band-Aid apology, nor will I offer one. And these days, people demand apologies not for reconciliations or empathy, but to destroy the person who's being asked to apologize, as if every error or lack of judgment or difference of opinion can be equated to committing a crime. Now, for criminal wrongdoing, apply the consequences of the law. For all other things, it's negotiable, but oftentimes the demanded apology is a manipulation tactic. I should apologize for speaking too loudly or too harshly or at all. Or should I apologize for not having the demeanor of the preconceived, appropriately black woman for whichever person who's judging me at the moment? I got another idea. I'm going to start thanking people for the opportunity to help them manage their expectations when it comes to interacting with me. Of course, I'm not going to use those words, but that's going to be my new mindset because I for damn sure won't be apologizing. You're welcome. All right. Now, he is awake.
I'm awake.
Coming up are from dawn to midnight,
Yeah,
or midnight to dawn. Sorry, I got it backwards.
That's okay.
Poet, along with a musical accompaniment.
He's here.
Tom, the world poet. Do you still need to stand, or?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Tom, the world poet, accompanied by Daniel Davila.